Hi guys, welcome back to Kitchen Wargamers and welcome back to my kitchen. So today's video is going to be my battle solo report number 6 and hopefully the last solo battle report. So fingers crossed if everything goes right. By the 17th of this month I'm allowed more people around my house, so we'll get the lads back in and get some playing games. Okay, so this is going to be, as you've seen in my other videos, I've been building and painting my Canadians, and this is their first taste of action. So basically what we've got a small town just in Normandy, and a few days after D-Day, the Canadians have got the forces together and they're pushing forward to Caen. On the way is this little small village. So first platoon of the Canadians army has been sent in to suss it out, see what's happening, and possibly use it as a staging post for moving the rest of their battalion up. However, a unit of Waffen SS have used this for their staging area. Everybody's either moved out or counter-attacked, so there's one platoon left to look after this town. So their advanced scout party spotted the Canadians coming, and the Canadians are not sure what's here. So this is the battlefield. There's a little church there, the first time on the tabletop, and a crossroads. So that's why this town could be vital for moving men and equipment. So there's the battlefield. It's only a short one. It's on my round table. I've not extended it or anything to a 4 foot by 4 foot, so it could be close up and personal, this one. As you can see, the armies are there on the table, and let's go and have a look and see who's got what on what side. See you soon. Okay guys, so here's the Canadian platoon that's moving in. It's still all the troops from the first box set that I opened and painted. The other ones are in a process of being painted, but there's enough here to get these Canadians going. Okay, so as you saw, I made them up into 8-man sections, but I'm dropping them down to 6 men so I can get another unit. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 troop units. They've got a sergeant each. Now all the sergeants have rifles instead of SMGs, and 3 of the units have got Bren guns. Anti-tank team there, Payat, light mortar team, and then the commander with the platoon sergeant as keeping him company. And they've got a Canadian Sherman. Now this has been upgraded to the Sherman 76, so it's got a heavy anti-tank gun on it. And as you know, the Canadians have 2 special rules. One you pay for and one they've got automatically. The first one is basically it turns them into stubborn, and if I was doing a point system, which I'm not here, I've just set armies up, it's 1 point per man and you put them to stubborn. So basically any morale checks they have to take, they can take at full whack. So these are regular troops, so at 9s, no matter what the modifiers. However, which I'll probably do, is get confused with order tests. Order tests you take as normally with any modifiers, but it's only their morale they take at full strength. And the other one is basically they hate the SS. As you know, the SS were responsible for doing some nasties to Canadians. One of them was they caught some Canadian prisoners, threw them in a cellar, and then tossed some greys down to them. So that rumour got around. So they hate the SS. And basically what that does in the game, it makes them fanatics when fighting close combat with any SS troops. So basically they'll fight to the last man in close combat. Okay, so that's Canadians. Let's go and have a look what the Waffen SS have got. Okay guys, so here's the Waffen SS. They've got a commander there, with a buddy with him. The troops are all the same, 5-man units. They've all got LMGs and some have got Panzerfausts. Also the sergeants have got the assault rifles, but they're in this game are just going to be normal rifles. So there's a squad with a Panzerfaust, another squad with a Panzerfaust, squad there without one, and a squad here with a Panzerfaust. Now support, and they've got a sniper team, medium mortar, and a Stug. And like I said, the Waffen SS have got word that the Canadians are on the way, so these are going to be prepared on the battlefield straight away. Probably have a couple in reserve, and yeah. Okay, so I'll see you in turn 1. See you soon, guys. Okay guys, turn 1, and the first shots are going to come from the Canadians. Now this unit has these Waffen SS in the sights, so let's see if they can get first blood. Okay, the rifle's going to fire first. These are the 6s because of range, and they've moved, and the Germans are behind soft cover. Let's see. Oh, 1 hit, and the Waffen SS are regular. 4 to wound. 4 to wound. First kill to the Canadians. Let's see what the LMG does, the Bren gun. Oh, he needs 5s on these. 2 6s. Okay, and needs 4s again. Oh, 2 hits, but no wounds on that one. However, they took one out and put a pin marker. So the Canadians with their first shots done some damage on turn 1. Hi guys, okay, some more turn 1 action, and this time the Sherman's been activated. Now at the start of the game, the Germans had a sniper team in the top bell tower of the church, and they fired and took out a target, but I'll show you at the recap at the end of the turn. So the Sherman's moved up and basically rolled everything he needed to hit them. Then he causes D6 hits on the troops inside, and it's a 2-man team, and he rolled a 6. So then the penetration of the large heavy anti-tank gun was +2. So basically he needed 2s to wound him, and he rolled a 6 and a 5. And there's the bell tower, and that's where the snipers were inside there. They were on the roof just to remind me they were in there, but they were in that bell tower there. So bye bye sniper team. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, so here we are at the end of turn 1. I'll just do an overall. Basically the Germans have been moving up. We've got guys in the building now. Stugs advanced and hiding behind the building, trying to cover that roadway. A sniper team that started off in there. Now they fired at the Canadian light mortar team, which before that had fired at these guys here and missed, so they needed 5 next turn. However, the sniper actually took out the mortar guy. This team was fired by the Germans' medium mortar, missed, so they need a 5. And as you saw, they returned their fire at these guys here, put a pin on them, and took one out. Over on this side, these 2 units run up to the building, just securing a position so they can attack round either side. There's the mortar team. Okay, let's see what the Canadians have done. Oh, sorry, and by the way, the Germans have left 1 unit in reserve as well. Okay, let's see what the Canadians have been up to. Okay, so the Canadians in turn 1, as you saw, I've just shown you what's happened over here. The commander also moved up and activated these troops to advance behind the Sherman. And as you saw, the Sherman got that church, sorry, the light behind me coming from the patio doors, took out that mortar team, so got one back. These guys, the Payet team, they've run up to the building. Another team's got into the building by running. As you know, you need a run order, and everyone's got to be in 1 inch of the building to enter it, so they managed that. And this unit here has ran up this flank heading towards the church. Okay, so that's the end of turn 1, and see you in turn 2. Okay, hi guys, a bit of turn 2 action. Just go down the opposite side, right down the opposite side of the board. And basically these Germans have advanced around the corner, and they've got this Canadian unit in their sights. They're within 6 inches, so they get a +1. So 3 to hit, +1 for moving, it's needing 4s, but because of the 6 inches, it's back to 3s. Just going to go over here, there's a bit more room. Okay, let's see what damage they can do. Needing 3s. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Okay, let's see what damage they can do with the wounds. Need 4s because the Canadians are regular. Oh, after all them hits, just 1 taken out. Go back round here, and there we go, 1 taken out. Okay, see you soon. Okay, it's the end of turn 2. So there's been a few firefights going on here. I'll just show you who hasn't been involved in anything. This unit of Canadians have moved up with their officer behind them just to get some hard cover. That unit in that building's holding its position. These advance round, as you just saw, and the Germans advanced towards them and got that killing. Mortar team fired way over here at that team. Missed, but needs a 4 next time round. Okay, so where shall I start? Okay, we'll go here first. First of all, this unit here passed the morale check and shot across at the Canadians over there and took a few out. In return, they fired across and took one of the Germans out. In this building, the SS fired across at the Canadians down and knocked them down to 2 men. So they had to do a morale test. Sorry, it's just the other side of the table for me. So they had to do a morale test. They've got 2 pin markers on them, but as you know, with being stubborn, they have their full morale bonus, which is a 9, and as you can see, they rolled 11 and they're gone. Okay, over here, the Sherman moved up, got the Stug in its sights, rolled to hit and rolled a 1. Next dice came out was the Germans, so the Stug fired back while it could, and yes, as you can see, he rolled a 1 as well. So there's a German unit here with a Panzerfaust. They move round to here. A bit of a scary move really, because if nothing happened, they'd be sitting in the open. However, they fired the Panzerfaust, hit, penetrated, and did massive damage, and rolled 2 2s on the damage table, which was immobilized. But as you know, both hits go against it. So the first one is immobilized, and it says in it, if it gets hit again, the crew abandon it. So the Sherman's been taken out. So that's how it stands at the moment, guys, the end of turn 2. And probably you'll notice the lighting's changed, because I'm actually filming this over a couple of days, because I've had to stop and start with things and obviously work and everything. So turn 3 will be in the daylight again. So okay, so I'll see you in turn 3, guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, hi guys. Just about to start turn 3, and this is a new day actually, the second day of filming. But I'll just show you the battlefield after the casualties have been removed. And as you can see, this side after that Canadian unit had been taken out or run off, failed the morale test, is pretty much open. I forgot to mention as well, there's a German unit in reserve, but they failed the morale test to come on. So yeah, if the Germans start filling this side up, they'll put more pressure on the Canadians. Over here they're down to 3 units. The Germans are on the road still there. Troops in the building there. A unit there. Well, 3 men left in the command team. And this unit here. But I think if the Canadians' dice come out first, they'll be going into close combat. And like I say, there's a German unit still in reserve to make use of this very open half of the table. Okay, so see you in game. Okay, so we are turn 3 and the first dice out was Canadians. So obviously they had to do it. They've charged these Germans. They were within 6 inches, so the Germans couldn't return fire. So let's see how they do. They got 5 men. Just go over here where there's a bit more room. Get the dice. Okay, they're up against regular, so they need 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 hits. So 2, 4, and 1 German left. Obviously he gets to fight back. And he's up against regular Canadians, so he needs a 4. He kills 1, but the Germans altogether have lost the combat because they've lost more men. So that's a win to the Canadians in close combat. If it was a draw or if the Canadians lost because they hate the SS as part of nationality rule, they would have been fanatics. So they would have kept on fighting to the last man, but they didn't need to in this stage. Okay, see you soon. Okay, some more turn 3 action. This Canadian tank here has got smoke on it. It wasn't destroyed. Basically the crew had to leg it because it got 2 immobilised results as you saw last time. So that's just what the smoke is, just to remind me that it's out of order. Canadian unit here spotted the German troops on the road, so they run across and they're into close combat with them. So Canadians go first. They got 6 men, 6 dice, and they need 4s to hit, and they got 1 hit. Okay, so the Germans, they've got 4 men left. Needing 4s again. Oh, and they get 2 hits. So basically the Germans have won. Just take 2 out. 1, 2. The Germans have won, but as we know, the Canadians hate the SS, so they're fanatics. So they go again. So this time it's both go at the same time, but we'll roll them individually. So the Canadians, 4 attacks. Oh, 2 hits. And the Germans, they got 4 men left. So they get 4 attacks. And they get 2 hits. So it goes into another round. So 2 more on each side are gone. Down to 2 men each. And same again, they go at the same time. Canadians first, needing 4s. Oh, they get none. And the Germans, 2 6s. Wow, so that's the Canadians wiped out. We've only 2 Germans left, so they'll have to do a morale because they've lost over 50%. The regular, so they need 9s. And they fail, and it's a foobar. Right, okay, I'll just have to look that up because I don't know. Because they've been in close combat and they lost, are they gone? Or it's 2 6s in the foobar. So I'm just going to check that up and get back to you soon. Okay, I'm back, guys. So basically the foo bar happens on failing an order test, as far as I can see. So basically they failed their morale, so that means they're off. But is this right how I'm looking at it? They've won a combat, but they failed their morale test because they've been knocked down to 2 men. So basically they're gone. Now if that's any different, guys, leave in the comments below. Just let me know if that's right how I've gone about it. So basically both sides are lost, one's been wiped out and the others have run off. So yeah, just let us know in the comments. Okay, see you soon. Hi guys, back again. I've just found out in the rules, basically if you've won a combat, you've won a combat. So I've put these 2 guys back. They don't have to check morale because they're the last survivors of the combat. So yeah, they stay into inaction, and obviously the Canadians have lost. So yeah, I've put them back. All right, thanks for that. Okay guys, more turn 3 action. The Canadians Payat team were around the corner. They've legged it across to get the side armour of the Stug. They rolled a 6 to hit and a 6 to for the damage. So they got massive damage. So they got 2 dice to see if they can destroy it. Any 5s or 6s, 4 5s or 6s, it's gone. Oh no, a 6 and a 3. Okay, I'll come back after work out what damage they've done. Okay, so here we are back again, and the damage results was immobilized and caught on fire. Plus they've put 2 extra pin markers on. The crew had to do a morale test, which is 9, minus 3 for the pin markers, and yeah, they failed. So the tank is virtually knocked out. The crew have run off screaming. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, so the end of turn 3. You saw all the carnage down here. Yeah, the Stug's gone. Another unit of Canadians are gone. These troops in the building fired across the Canadians there who were in that building but advanced out trying to cover their flank. They only managed to put a pin marker on and take 1. In the meantime, beforehand, they came out of the building and they finished off a unit of Germans there. So on this side's just the commander, and as you know, they've got a unit in reserve. Failed the morale test again. So over on this corner, last 2 survivors of that hand-to-hand combat are there. The Payat team are now in an open on their own. Got no support for miles. And this unit won their combat this side and probably push around here. Bit in the balance at the moment, but the Germans have got 1 more unit. And obviously if they don't come on by turn 6, that point will go towards the Canadians. Okay, so see you in turn 4. Hi guys, the end of turn 4. Yeah, what a turn on this one. Not much really, troops are running low. These German command group failed the morale test, and not morale test, sorry, order test, and had to go down. In the meantime, these guys here, the Canadians, a mortar went in. He needed a 5 in the red dice in his next go, and he rolled a 6. Took 3 out and put 2 pin markers on. In the meantime, people have been firing across, and yeah, just managed to put 2 pin markers because of distance and a small team and everything. So the Canadian commander and that whole unit there only managed to do 2 pin markers. The German troops in here fired across, didn't take any more out, put another pin marker on them. They have passed their morale tests for being knocked down to less than 50% from the mortar, and they passed. These 2 Germans here move from the corner here, advancing round, and they're trying to get those 2 sneaky Payat team trying to get away to keep a point. In the meantime, this Canadian unit ran and charged the mortar team and wiped them out. And in the meantime, The German reserves failed the morale test again. So I don't know when they're going to come on this game. About to go into turn 5. But the Canadians are very low on the ground now. They got a 4-man team here. The Piat team just over the roof. And 2 men left of that unit, the command unit. And 1 guy, the last of the light mortar team in that building. So let's see if what can happen in turn 5. That'll probably be a quick one. Okay, see you in turn 5. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 5. Well, let's see what's been happening. First off, these here tried to do a rally, but failed the order test, so had to go down instead. The commander here fired across and rolled a hit and then rolled a 6 to wound, so took out their main commander. The other guy had to do a morale test and failed, so they've gone. Over on this side, that guy's hiding away there. Piat team's running off to keep points away from the Germans. In the meantime, sorry, I'll just go around the other side of the board. Just bear with me. These Canadians moved up and took them out. And the last German team, who was in reserve, actually passed. Came in on the board here, advanced up, took out 3, sorry about the camera, 3 of the Canadians. The other guy had to do a morale test, so he needed an 8, and as you can see, he rolled a 9. So that's pretty much it on the table, guys. Score wise though, even though Canadians are virtually out, they've got the odd speckling of troops, no full units. The Germans have got a full unit in there, and then the reserves. I've worked it out, 2 units left. They could potentially score 2 more points, and if they did, that would give the Germans 6 and the Canadians have still got 7. So either way, the Canadians have won. So yeah, after turn 5. At one stage I thought the Canadians had it really. Not down to these small troops, but I just kept them out of harm's way. And I think that's the thing to do, guys. If you're in their position as well, just keep points away from the enemy. Especially if you can't do anything with like units of 2 or 1. Just keep the points away. So, Canadians, you're now seeing them made, painted and played. And their first battle, they came out victorious. So yeah, good game. Like I say, I've had to film this over 2 days because of work and everything else. Yeah, and I think on the first turn, you probably noticed my daughter's dog that was in the corner there. I forgot to mention. She's round and we're looking after the dog for a bit. So yeah, she was quiet. She was a bit sad. I didn't let her play the game. So yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the last solo game. I'll just show you all the models that were taken off as casualties. And there, so yeah, quite a lot going on. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and leave a comment to keep up to date with my videos I'm uploading. Hopefully when we're all back together, I might leave it as one main video a week, you know, with 2 players instead of me on my own, and probably do a bonus video, you know, midweek sort of thing. Just what I'd like to say, thank you to all the subscriptions, everyone that subscribed to me, and for all the likes, and also for all the comments, guys. Excuse me. Brilliant, fantastic comments. Like I say, I always read them, answer you back, and I do take on board if you leave any you know, suggestions or ideas. Yeah, I've learnt a lot from you guys, so please keep those comments coming, and hopefully see you when it's two of us playing. If not, probably I've got to finish off the other 2nd Canadian platoon, get them finished up so you can see the whole Canadian army, and then it's back to me painting my Napoleonics for black powder. So once again, thanks very much guys, and remember to make it, paint it and play it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, bye.